Hey there folks, how's everybody doing today? This is one of the latest holsters I made for a customer. They like the drop leg design, but they wanted it, they didn't want so much of a drop, just a couple inches, not so far down, which is understandable, especially because he wanted it for a 43X or a 48. So, you know, they're not like a Smith & Wesson 500 where they hang down past your knee. So this one won't have the thigh strap either because it won't be necessary. It's basically just getting it a little lower off your hip for everyday carry. So this one's a little switched up. Because it's a semi-automatic, I'm not going to put belt loops on the front. It really, I don't know, to me, it doesn't make any sense to put belt loops really, because you're not going to pop them out of, if you really want them, I can do them, but they wouldn't fit on here anyway, so there's that as another factor. Anyway, let's take a look at this, shall we? So I switched things up a little bit. I made an integrated little tab here that the strap goes in. So when the strap goes over, it's actually underneath here, and it's nice and clean, and you don't see the strap hanging over the side or stuck through the middle back here, coming up and getting in the way of drawing the pistol itself. So once this is unhooked, it is completely out of the way of any kind of drawing or anything. So this you can adjust. I just tied a knot real quick. You can tie two little knots on the end. You can put a bead on the end, tie them together like a, you know, granny knot, whatever they call it, overhand knot, whatever you want to do, but it's completely user adjustable. I made it to where it's nice and tight on there. Some people might want it a little looser. Some people might want it even tighter. I don't know, but it is completely user adjustable and user replaceable. So the thing is, this will wear out and stretch faster than a leather strap will, but this is replaceable. If I had a leather strap, it would have been thinner and it would have wore out and it would not have been easily replaceable. So I think that's a benefit as well. You could use a shoelace. You could go get, I get this from Hobby Lobby, and you get, see there, as of today, it's $5. I think there is 4 yards of it. So that would last you forever. You wouldn't have to worry about it, I would think anyway. Unless you're constantly in and out, in and out, in and out. Now I'm rambling. Anyway, moving on. So you have the snap. It's also completely removable if you don't feel like you need a snap, because I do wet mold these, so the retention's pretty good anyway. You shouldn't have to worry about it falling out. Some people like that extra level. So it's a solid brass button. No cheapy, junky stuff here. Let's flip it over to the back, shall we? Boom. So like I said, this one is a shorter pistol, and it's not going to be down so low, so it doesn't need the thigh strap. So that's eliminated. I use these finishing washers here just to give it a nice clean look. This one, because it's a smaller pistol, so I could mount them a little closer, and I might do that next time, but for this one, it's a little on the edge, so you'd have to start here when you're putting them on so they go on there right. And then I used a spacer in between here to give your belt loop a little bit more, you know, if you got wider belts, accommodate wider belts. If you want it a little thinner so it's tighter, you could take the washer out of here and put it on top too. That's another option. That way you can remove it easily if you like with just the screws, or you can run your belt through it, whichever way you prefer. This is adjustable, so you can go up one or down one as well if you want it even lower or higher. Or you could leave it at this configuration with all 4 more mounting points attached. And yeah, I don't know. I made this one just a little bit longer so he could have the 48 in there as well. I kind of split the difference. 48 will probably come pretty flush there, but I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to go put it on Dan, and then we're going to switch to a video of that so you can see what it looks like on Dan the Unarmed Man. All right, let's check it out, Dan. So this has just one loop on it because I didn't think you'd need the the extra wide one, since this is a much smaller pistol. If the good thing about it is, if he decides he would prefer, I can easily just make a whole new back piece. I won't have to get a whole new pistol made, holster made. So single belt loop, because it's a smaller pistol, but that's what it'll look like. If he had arms, you could see where the drop was. He didn't want it much lower than my usual outside the waistbands. He's got another one of my holsters, so I think that would pretty well fit the bill there. It's not much lower than that one there, if you were to see. So I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think? Drop down, and it is adjustable. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.